Hi everyone, welcome to the short demo and tour of the demo instance that we have set up for our new open source skills, tools and knowledge management platform. The moment you go to the link provided, demo.bevel.software, you're gonna get prompted to sign on using Google OAuth, and the moment you do that, you will see a screen something like this, which prompts you to connect to your agent of choice. Here I'm gonna use Claude, so like we can just copy paste the URL from here. I'm gonna open Claude Code and in Claude Desktop, go to Customize, Connectors, add a custom connector, just paste the URL here, give it a name. Great, and once you see this, you will see that we will need to connect, which will route us to the OAuth flow of the platform. Exactly. Here we can already see that an admin, in this case, it is the demo instance, has configured some tools for us to already be able to use. And we can enable them here, and we're able to authorize for some which actually need the authorization. For example, Notion requires an OAuth for me to be able to use this. So I can just click authorize, select my Notion space, and continue. Great, and now I have Notion set up. Let's finish and return to the agent. Great, and here we can see all of the tools that we already have pre-configured. In this demo instance, we've set up a fictional company that creates small e-bikes and have set up the entire application so you can demo how a company could use something like this for their internal agents. The first thing which we can try out is, well, we already connected our Claude to the knowledge base. So let's have it actually do something. In this case, we have an example for a sales deck using a skill that is already shared here for the sales team. And let's try and see how this looks like. I can just copy paste this right here, and we can wait until Claude does it. Great, now the agent is done. And it opened, we can see here at the back, the deck that it created. Nice, looks pretty good. In case we came to some issues, or we look at the deck and we see, oh, maybe something here we don't like, we can tell the agent to leave feedback and summarize all of its learnings, so that the next time it's doing the skill, or the next person that uses the skill has these learnings built in. So let's just put in the prompt. And it's just that easy. Without even leaving the agent, we were able to create the deck and then propose some improvements for the next time. Now let's see how this actually looks in the application. If we go on the top left and switch to skills and tools, we can then navigate to the group, sales group here, or via clicking this button. We find the create sales deck, and we can see that our agent proposed some changes to the script and to the lessons.md. If you scroll down, we can see exactly which lessons were proposed here, and they are pending approval on the admins of this group, in this case the sales group. Now let's go back to our step-by-step tutorial. We saw what the agent was able to propose. Normally, also in the skills and tools view, you can add more skills to a group in case you are an admin, or if not, we can have our agent propose a new skill that the admins will need to review, just like they need to review our change to the existing skills. Same goes for tools. And you can of course also create more groups. This is disabled in this demo, but you can self-host this application, and then you can create as many skills and tools in as many groups as you want. Going back to knowledge, so besides our agent being able to do everything and us being able to review then the changes in the screen that you saw for skills and tools, there is also a knowledge folder here. In this knowledge folder, you can put any sort of information you want about your company, and it can be in any format. In this example, we put some information about different people. We also have some handbooks. Some of this is the information that the agent looked up in order to be able to create the deck that we saw. And this information can then, of course, be managed by the owners of this file who need to also review changes, just like we saw for the other, for the skills and tools. So for example, I'm not an owner, but I can propose changes. So we can go into the propose changes view. I can maybe add another example here. Example, send a proposal, and then an admin will be able to review this proposal and also accept it. This way we can keep a single source of truth that is validated by humans and that can be used then by others and by their agents to complete different tasks. If we want to see how the admin actually views this, we can click on read suggested changes, and an admin sees it like this and can apply it or not. And this is basically a short walkthrough through everything you can do here. Different knowledge folders can reference each other, and they can reference skills. The skills can also reference the different knowledge pieces that we have here. So everything is interconnected and everything is doable via just your agent. The agent is able to create new things, to propose suggestions. The one thing which you have to do through the UI is, of course, the admins have to validate and accept the proposed suggestions. But other than that, other than get that gate, everything is doable through your agent as well. Another important thing to mention is that everything is access controlled and can be managed via right-clicking any sort of folder or any skill or any group that we saw, or clicking on the share button right here, where we can change who can actually read, who can write, and so on for every single file or folder or group. I cannot change this as I'm not an admin, but the owners of this can change that as well. This is kind of the short version of this demo. Please go ahead to demo.bevel.software and try this out yourself. Play around with it, and if you like it, then you can self-host and actually use it.